6:15 on this, last day of winter.
There it is. Official.
Officially.
Last official day of winter. Of course, meteorological spring has already been carrying on for 19 days
Everybody knows that, Betsy.
I know, right? I have to tell you, tomorrow is definitely going to remind us that we are very much in early spring.
Okay.
That's the key. Early spring. And spring itself is just a transition time anyway between winter and summer. So tomorrow at 5:01 a.m. There you go. That's the equinox time. So get up and party or do your thing. That is the official start of spring. You can tell how enthusiastic I am about that. Wow. Temperatures are going to fade tonight back into the 60s and kind of hold as we pass the midnight hour. We'll take another dive after that down into the 50s for the start of the day. But you can see we pick up some raindrops after midnight, and it's all because of this rain and thunder that is out to the west of us. This storm system is cranking up right over Missouri, and the thunderstorms that are preceding it will continue to move eastward. We will get the leftovers of these. We are not anticipating severe weather here tonight, but it does look like we could have maybe a couple rumbles of thunder depending on how potent some of these storms get now and how long it takes them to wind down. On the backside of all of that, much colder air, and that colder air begins to wrap in here tomorrow afternoon and really kind of sets us up with a longer term outlook that has us with some cooler temperatures. Windy with a temperature drop tomorrow. That's the big weather impact. So when you step out the door in the morning, it will be cooler, but it is not going to be cold like it will be when you get back home at the end of the day. So make sure you have a jacket. And yeah, we probably will see some snowflakes around by the end of the day. Temperatures are beginning to cool from west to east very slowly this evening. The clouds are starting to really thicken up. 66 now, Port Clinton and also in Mansfield. Meanwhile, 76 in tropical Dover, still sitting in the low 70s in Ashtabula and Youngstown too. And the southwest wind is still cranking. We have wind gusts over 40 miles per hour at times that will continue for the evening and overnight as well. You can see our wind gust forecast through the overnight hours. Still a nice southerly breeze, so we stay mild, and it's not until the wind direction changes that we are going to start to bring in the colder air. Let's go hour by hour in your National Design Mart forecast. You can see the southwest wind that continues this evening. This is a stop at midnight. Temperatures right around 60. Here comes the rain, maybe those few rumbles, and overall it looks like a lot of that's going to wind down as we head into the early morning hours. By the time 7 a.m. rolls around, we're talking maybe a few showers stuck on the state line area, with temperatures dropping back into the upper 40s to right around 50. By noon, we will be in the low 40s, and now this is when the colder air begins to move in aloft. So overall, we have cooling taking place in the atmosphere. The sun is still up, and that's the real big difference maker for tomorrow. If it was a month ago, we would be going nutso with the evening commute getting hammered by snow. I don't think that's going to be the case because we have the sun. The spring sun is very high, or at least higher in the sky, and that means all of this, even though we probably will have some snowflakes coming down, we're not anticipating any accumulation. So expect wet snow, probably a rain-snow mix for the evening commute. But after sunset, if we can have any of these snow showers that come in off of the lake, we may end up with a slushy coating in some spots, because by the time Friday morning starts, look at this, we are in the 20s. That's going to be a little bit of a stark reality for you. Here's the Union Home Mortgage forecast, and we will make it back up to about 50 or so on Friday afternoon. So there's that. The same spring sun that is saving us from Snowmageddon is also going to bring us just a little bit of heating on Friday to get us back to about 51. We will cool off, though, for the weekend. Rain showers will be with us Saturday into Sunday. That backs off. Another storm system comes in on Monday. That's going to knock us back into the mid-40s midweek. But then by the end of next week, that's the next pattern change that starts to set up. So hopefully that will give us some warmer air again.
Excellent. All right, Betsy. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.